Hey guys, and welcome back. I just need to quickly remind myself of what I'm doing. Oh, side missions, that's it. I said I was going to go in order, didn't I? So Jacob would be first. I don't think I spoke to her last time. I think I've been missing her lately.
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tally. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
Quarians are so fascinating to me. They also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Well, they tried something. And they still have credits. I'm alright with that.
Along with us anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
What? Well, that sounds abusive.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local...
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as... Record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Come on, let's get going.
Let's check the ship. My father had the beacon for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
didn't like the sound of that.
She always said no. She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. Now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
What? That sounds dodgy as fuck.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
I'm guessing she's talking about her child. That would be horrible to forget your child's name and even what they look like. Ugh.
You can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him.
So Taylor's dad didn't even know the crew. Wow, okay. Yeah, can you imagine that? Just coming onto a new ship, a new crew, and then you crash land. Good start to a new job.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the Liar! He will not escape!
Enemies in front!
Agents of the Liar, what a crap name. Go away, Jacob.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
Maybe if he knew the crew, he wouldn't be such an arsehole to them.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
This is what parts of the ship was used for. That's ugly and a waste.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands. The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
Engaging target. Your captain demands obedience. Weapons are ready. Demands obedience.
Commands obedience. We don't get that from us.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
The beacon was fixed after a year, so the plan must have worked. Why no signal?
Those weren't the last entries on the casualty list. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle, or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
No offense, but your father sounds like a complete arsehole.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free, he's covering his ass.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Whoa.
Incoming!
Careful, I automated my defenses after the crew turned violent. They keep attacking. I had no choice.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame the victims.
Enemy down!
Allied force casualty. Offline.
Disabling the mech. There we go.
Threat neutralization initiated.
Up front! Have a nice trip.
Excuse me, careful. Rerouting power on.
Oh, what the heck?
Allied force casualty.
Oh. One of them exploded near me. Thank you.
I had to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
This is open. I can easily get shot. Yep.
Heads up!
Engaged.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Maybe he's just finally shown his real face.
Watch out!
Have a nice trip!
My shields are...
Clear the blast zone!
Oh, straight for you.
On our left!
Whoa.
Have a nice
Thank you, Jacob.
trip. Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior.
I don't think those two even look alike.
For a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hope to leave it at that.
Is it just me, or does Jacob not look like his dad? Because I don't think he does.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Mm-hmm.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
I remember my playthrough. I was so ticked off with Jacob's dad. I picked this option, leave him to the hell he made, and I just walked off and let the hunters basically hunt him. We just left him and let him to die. So they got him, but I kind of felt bad after that. Then when I played Mass Effect 3, I can't remember what he said, but he said something. And I still regretted it. It's a bit worse, so I don't want to go down that option anymore. Or again, shall I say.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Like how Miranda just points a gun at them, they're like, okay, I'm not doing anything. Right, so there's Jacob done.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Does he smile? I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Does he smile?
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did, but I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did. Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
When she came out, Lucifer Man looked at him like, ooh, gossip.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Lots of people require a better man than you.
Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Yeah, so I'm really not a big fan of Jacob after seeing other people's playthroughs when they date him. He's not a good romance at all.
Thanks for diverting to the Gernsback, Shepard. I appreciate being able to clean up that mess. Maybe not the best way to learn about the relatives, but I'm glad it's done. What do you need?
I'm interested in getting to know you better.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
I'm glad you say it that way this time, because she doesn't sound like she's trying to get her in bed now. She actually sounds more normal. I like she say it that way, because I really don't want Jacob in that way.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Right, now time to do Miranda. Now time to do Miranda.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Yeah, of course he does.
I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Oak here. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Garrus received some news that put fire in his eyes. Maybe you should speak with him down in the main battery. Samara would like to see you in observation on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
Okay, a few things then.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
That should be their personal missions ready to activate. They were the last two I was waiting for, so that's good.
Patching the elusive man through, Commander.
Shepard, we caught a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors.
No, not now.
Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
Hell, not now.
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector's ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
You sure this information's good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
I'm not doing that now.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
No, 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 no. I don't want to do that yet. I haven't finished everyone else's bugger. I don't want to find the collector's ship. Not yet. Why you forced me to do this? Oh yeah, look. Once you do someone's personal quest, you can actually change their appearance. I'm gonna change everyone's to remind me. I'm gonna change everyone's so I've done. I've already done one. Don't bugger. Oh. They better give me time to do everyone else's after this. I'm not gonna be happy if they don't. I'm sure they do. I'm pretty sure I've done it this way before. I hope.
We have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
Radar scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no mass effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds, Commander. Good luck.
Yeah, this doesn't seem dangerous or dodgy at all, does it? This is such a good idea. Oh.
Never seen a ship like this before.
Somewhat resembles an insect hive.
Penetrating scans have detected an access node to uplink with collector data banks. Marking location to your hardsuit computer. Shepard, I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Oh, bugger.
Maybe the defense tower softened it for the Turians.
Maybe the missing humans are on it. Unless they're dead.
Same containers as on Horizon. Only empty.
Small, like my tank. Bet they begged for mercy.
Alright. Okay, calm down. Sounds like this. Well, actually, it's silly, but I actually wish Hayden was here. I mean, come on. She's got all the support of her friends, but not her loved one.
Horrible. Despicable.
Ugh.
Lots of dead meat.
Test subjects from control group. Discarded after experiment was over.
They didn't deserve this.
Agreed. Experiment's horrific. Need to stop this.
What's that sound? I do not like that music. Why are they screaming? What's wrong? What's with the screaming? Talk about freaky. Thanks for this. Is he dead? When did he die? Why is he just left lying around? That's just wrong.
What? The Collectors carved one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The Collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
Is there something we can use in the data to give us an edge?
These are only preliminary experiments, but they reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
My God. The Protheans didn't vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
These are no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
Oh.
You'd think somebody would have picked up on this.
No one has had an opportunity to study a Collector genetic code in this detail. I have already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This Collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster, but there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes, reduced heterochromatin structure, elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
Reapers didn't wipe out the Protheans. They turned them into monsters and enslaved them. Still, they're working for the Reapers now, and we have to stop them.
True. Not a fate to wish on any species.
Let's find what we need before the Collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
I remember when I first played this and I found that out, I thought, oh no, I felt like crap, I thought, no! A species were brought up to think that they run the galaxy and everything else and they had a massive great big empire, then to be turned into that, oh, it wasn't nice.
Up on the ceiling. More holding containers.
Hundreds. How many are full?
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
Or they could have done what they needed to with them before that. Actually, I don't know. Probably not. What a bloody waste. Really? Collectors have credits? I'm not complaining, but where the hell are they going to go shopping? Can you imagine them doing online shopping on the internet? Yeah. I don't think anyone's going to be delivering to them. I bloody wouldn't.
I'll take it.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked Edie to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Yep.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
So the same ship that destroyed the first Normandy and was on Horizon is now here.
That's big.
So many pods. Could depopulate all terminus systems. Still wouldn't fill them. Only one conclusion. Collectors targeting Earth.
Not if we stop them.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to stop at Earth either. Look at this. Oh, I'd love a ship this big. But not for this use.
There. Control panel on the platform.
Should be dead Collectors. Something's wrong.
All these hints, something's about to happen. Yes, I know, I'm already freaked out.
I'm setting up a bridge between you and the Collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Good thing this isn't my first time playing this.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
When I first played this part actually made me quite nervous.
That can't be good.
Yeah, no. What is that?
Everyone's alright, Joker. What just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems.
What was that?
It was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
As I said, everyone was hinting to it. This isn't good. Something's not right.
We need a little help here, Edie.
I am having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system.
Oh crap.
Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
You better get it done fast, Edie.
Hostiles coming. Suggest we prepare.
Oh, those boxy! I hate those things! Oh, this came closer than I thought.
Trouble!
I hate those blue things.
Come on, Edie, speed it up.
Assuming control of this form. If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will. This
Don't hit
hurts
me.
you. The experiments will continue, Shepard.
Not difficult.
84%.
Edie, get us out of here.
I am simultaneously fighting collector firewalls in over 8,000 nodes. I am tasked to capacity.
I know no one can work faster than you, but I need to work faster. This is hard.
You're assuming control. You will not stop me.
Heavy fire!
Try to get rid of that fucking blue thing.
Continue. I know you feel this.
Guys, don't die on me. Come on.
Shepard, you must manually re-establish my link to the command console. I've regained control of the platform, Shepard.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, Edie.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did you get what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
Seems logical to me that they would have sent the initial message as bait.
No, it is unusual because Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
We don't have time to throw blame around. We'll question him when we're out.
Behavior within norms for Cerberus, not unexpected.
Commander, we got another problem. The collector ship is powering up.
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
Pugga, pugga, pugga. Ah, Lucid man, you're twat. Ah.
Around the corner, take the door on your right.
hear something.
I will direct this personally. We are Harbinger.
Yeah, I have a feeling someone's gonna put that.
Next.
I will direct this personally. We are the harbinger of your destiny. I am limitless. You are bacteria. Direct control.
On the ground, now!
Not difficult.
Stop firing at me, idiot!
Don't call me an idiot. Don't walk in front of me, for fuck's sake. You're the idiot. Good idea to walk in front of me. I'm not fucking moving around. You move.
Deploying incineration tech.
Muppet, I'd slap you. I can't. Wait, idiot again. I gotta get out of that tank.
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
Oh, saw that. I can also see something else. Whoa, shit! Oh, fucker.
Killed that one. One down. Target was a problematic. Target was immune. Problematic. Making contact. Neutralized. Edie, we got a problem here.
A temporary setback on firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through firewall 7164.
This is the only door around, so I'm guessing this way.
I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Hey, down there. That where we came in?
Getting close to the end.
This might be you.
Uh-oh. Oh, CD. I thought it was stuff. I thought people were coming to attack us then.
Headed for combat.
What the heck? Making
Assuming control. We fight as one.
Those things were red.
My attacks will tear you apart.
And explode.
Focus on Shepard. This hurts you. This form is redundant.
He's laughing.
On the left.
See, I wonder what those blue things were before they changed. Those things! Jesus, no. What were they before they became those horrible things? They look weird as it is.
Down. Shields down.
If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will. If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will. Your form is fragile. You cannot resist. We are the harbinger of your destiny.
Again. Oh, hello. They're just throwing everything they have at us now. How many are there? Whoa. Is that it? I hope so. Yay.
We're out of time, Commander. We have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Strap in, people! We can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here!
Specify a destination, Mr. Moreau.
Anywhere that's not here!
Engaging Mass Effect core.
You may be big and powerful, but you're slow. Catch up with that.
got a few words for him, too.
Yeah, twonk.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Cut the act. You set us up and you better have a damn good reason for it.
We needed information on the Omega-4 relay. That required direct access to collector data. It was too good an opportunity to pass up.
Agreed. But I don't like surprises, especially when my ass is on the line.
I put you at risk, yes. But without that information, we don't reach the collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
I'm glad you had so much faith in us.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways. Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
That's a very high compliment. That's praise. But still, I want to know what's going on. Especially if there's a bunch of freaking ancient foreign aliens who want us dead.
Just tell me it was worth the trouble.
It was. Edie confirmed our suspicions. The Reapers and Collector ships use an advanced Identify Friend-Foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
I'm guessing you have a plan.
We have a science team working on a derelict Reaper right now. I need you to go and pick up its IFF.
Where'd you find a derelict Reaper?
An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target. A 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Are brown dwarfs basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
I get the feeling this isn't going to be a simple swing by and pick up our package.
We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded.
Chandana's?
Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Not now!
Of course, Shepard.
I'm pretty sure we took an option not to do it yet. Those eyes are freaky as heck.
So the elusive man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the collector databanks. Necessary risk.
He tries something like that again and the collectors will be the least of his problems. Edie, are you sure this IFF is gonna work?
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the collector homeworld based on navigational data from their vessel.
That can't be right.
Edie doesn't make mistakes. The collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have that kind of technology.
The collectors are just servants of our real enemy. And we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays and the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
No, yeah, see, look, keep building. There's no way we're ready.
Just because we can follow the collectors through the relay doesn't mean we can take them out. I don't want to go after them until I know we're ready.
Sooner or later, we need that IFF. I say, why wait?
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
Exactly. Jacob, you're the only one I've helped out. You may be cocky, but you can shut up. Everyone else needs help.
The more people we have on our side, the better our chances of success. We need to keep building up the team.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
I don't think I'm going to have enough time. I was going to do Miranda next, but then the elusive man had to stab us in the back and sort of make us go onto that ship and everything else. So I think I may have to stop it here.
I can't believe the collectors were once Protheans.
I always pictured Protheans being regal, not giant bugs.
Who knows what the Reapers did to them? Creepy.
I don't really call them... Well, not all of them bugs.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I've got something. I may need your help. You remember Sidonus, the one who betrayed my team? I found a lead on him. There's a specialist on the Citadel, name's Fade. He's an expert at helping people disappear. Sidonus was seen with him.
What happened? How did Sidonus betray your team?
He tipped off the mercs, told them where our base was. He drew me out with a false job, then let the mercs hit my team. My men weren't prepared. They tried to hold them off. By the time I got back, there were only 2 survivors. They didn't last long. All 10 of them dead. Because of him.
What are you planning to do when you find him?
You humans have a saying. An eye for an eye, a life for a life. He owes me 10 lives, and I plan to collect.
Actually, that eye for an eye is talking about karma. So, taking it into your own hands isn't karma.
You sure that's how you want to play it?
I'm sure. I don't need you to agree with me, but I'd like your help.
Where do we find Fade?
I've arranged a meeting. We'll meet him in a warehouse near the Neon Markets down on Zakera Ward. Thanks, Shepard. I appreciate you taking the time to help me.
Okay, so now to find Samara and her.
Commander, I very much enjoyed sharing that ice brandy with you. But I hope I wasn't too unprofessional. Brandy goes straight to my head.
It's nice to see you let your hair down.
Guess I hadn't realized how much those feelings needed airing. But I didn't give you much of a chance to vent. So tell me now. What do you think?
Everyone's depending on us. We won't let them down.
They just don't make them like you anymore, Shepard. Well, promise me we'll share a bottle every year. The next one is on me.
Yeah, she was conked out on the bed. She was just not moving.
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help.
It's alright. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Ilium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega. A nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
Oh, I've got to talk to her anyway. I've got to talk to Thingy there anyway. Can't remember her name.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardot Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology.
She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
Must be hard to call your own daughter a monster and creature. I don't know if I could... I don't know.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
She gave birth to the only 3 in existence. Oh dear. In their culture, if they see this, what did she call it, a defect or whatever, they see this defect as shameful. She's given birth to the only 3 alive. She must feel so much shame. Oh, bless her.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Child? You're not going to touch the other 2, are you?
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
I wonder what her real name is. Oh. I wonder what Morinth's real name is. Okay, so they're done. Does Thane want to say anything?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals. The Hammer trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
Wow, that's young.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12.
Oh, that makes a big difference.
They were training me. I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
The way you describe it, the Hanar sound like weaklings.
Out here, they are. But if you could see them in the encompassing, the oceans of Kaje, you would see them differently. A stream of silver in the dark, looping, diving. So fast the eye can't follow. Laughter like the squeals of a child flying against the water. They fly over the black of the seabed like birds, plumed with the light of heaven.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
See, here it said that we discovered all this technology before we had the problem of overpopulation. In real life, we have not. So what's happened to a drill still happened to us, and I've thought about it before, and it's a scary thought. It would not surprise me if we did overpopulate. It's scary. It could easily happen. We already have countries. We're already overpopulated. Just because you can still squeeze people in, just because we can still squeeze more people into play, it doesn't mean we're not overpopulated. Nah, there's already too many of us, sis.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch, he dies. Then the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-covered eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances on it. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
No, it's fine.
Do you need something?
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Nothing new, so I don't think anyone else has anything new.
So the Collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something different.
Yeah, I think they probably were. But I'm going to have to stop here and get back to Miranda next time.
Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Quiet enough. What the?
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
Yeah.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yeah, I'm off. You two can just carry on with what you're doing. Those two bicker and fight like an old married couple.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the Collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
Oh, so she likes me too, okay.
That sounds like more than just professional concern, Kelly.
Yeah, do you fancy me?
You're more than just my commander. You're my friend.
Oh.
Edie brought you back to me. If she had a body, I'd give her a big hug.
Oh, so she's lovely, so I like her. For a minute, I thought she was flirting with my shepherd. I thought, oh, no.
The Normandy crew delivered, including you.
You're too kind. We were there to help, but Edie gets the credit this time. The elusive man made sure Edie was installed for this mission. Now I see why. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need
Yeah, it was
me.
mainly Edie, but...
Commander, you might want to speak with Tally. She seems very worried about something.
Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, it wasn't mainly Edie, but everyone helped.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason.
Oh, this.
I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tally.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
Really, the only way they let her off is because she killed herself?
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Just as I was getting ready to leave, something else pops up. This happens a lot. But yeah, hopefully now that's everyone done for now. Yeah, I think that's everyone's side quest now, already. Yeah, it looks like everyone has their side missions ready to go. I just need to do those now. Like I said, next time I think I'll do Miranda. I can't remember who was next after her. Maybe Jack. I might do Miranda then Jack. I'll see. Probably. Yeah. If I remember, maybe Miranda then Jack. But I've got to go now. So yeah, if you've been watching, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh crap, I zoomed in on a butt by accident. I hit the mouse and zoomed in on a butt, I didn't mean to do that.